minutes to come on. Y'all share this on Instagram. Facebook. Y'all share this. Let's get the word out, y'all. We need answers. We need some 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 answers. We're going to wait for Instagram to pop back up here really quickly. They jumping back on. We need some answers. We need answers. We need answers. This don't feel good. And these young boys, this young boy right here, this started allegedly from 14 years old. I hope y'all can appreciate this, because I tell you, man, people have been so afraid of these guys, man. So now let's pull out some allegations of our own. You want to throw out allegations and allege stuff on everybody else? We throwing some allegations now. We need answers. Yeah, all right. Man, block you. Block you real quick. Bam. Bet you won't say that no more. We need answers. All right, y'all. Here we go. Let's get back to it. Yeah. All right, let's get back to it, y'all. Bam. Quick update.
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher, and they're sleeping with a student or however, I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny. I ain't gonna tell no lie.
All right. Can y'all just put this email in to the detective that's investigating this? Are y'all ready to type the email in? Let's type the detective's email. His name is Kevin Hubbard. That's Kevin, Kevin. Last name is Hubard. His email address, I want y'all to put his email address in. I'm not playing. Y'all, let me tell you something. You ain't going to play with the church no more, okay? You're not going to play with the church no more. And I got more footage, okay? Okay, everybody type in the email address, okay? I want y'all to put kevin.hubard@raleighnc.gov. We need damn answers. I need some answers. I'm having my team email this detective. We done called over there. I need some answers, okay? Because if we got these alleged victims talking, I need answers. This is somebody's kids. All right, y'all ready? Write this down. Oh, yeah, y'all got it. Yep, you got it. Kevin.Hubard@raleighnc.gov. We need answers. We need answers. His name is Kevin Hubbard. Hubard. This is the name. This is the detective that was sent over to me. They said this is what my team said. Who's the investigating detective? So it's Kevin.Hubard@raleighnc.gov. Somebody said, all right, here we go. Somebody said I'm obsessed with Larry. Crazy nigga. He bothered me. Okay, let's get back to it. Y'all ready? Let's get back to it. All right. Really quickly, let's get an update. Let's get a quick update, y'all.
If a pastor, leader, teacher, and sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if they ever came out, I probably would deny. I ain't gonna tell no lie.
Keith Curtis says, ain't nobody following you with this, man. Mess, man. No problem, Keith. No problem. No problem. I ain't asking you to follow me, brother. Excuse me. You're on my page following me, though. Keith, go sit down somewhere. Let me just block you. Boy, I tell nobody following you, but you on my page, listening to what I'm saying. All right, y'all, let's get back to the nitty-gritty of allegations.
He's asking me these questions. He must see something that I don't see.
Yeah, because I remember you telling me that at one point he said either you're going to be gay, because he said he called himself prophesying. He said either he see a spirit on you, either you're going to be gay or you're going to be a whoring womanizer or something to that effect.
Yeah, this wasn't a prophecy situation. We were just talking, right? But he did say that. He told me that was kind of a part of where the molestation stuff, that's where it started at. Like he built a spiritual context for why what was happening was happening. And so he basically said he was helping me along my journey. So his position was that he said because he could see the kind of person I was, so he said I was either going to be a gay male or I was going to be a man that's a womanizer. That I'm with a whole lot of women. And in 2021, none of that is true. I've been married coming up on 11 years, and I've never cheated on my wife.
You got married real young.
I got married young. And I'm gonna speak to that too. I'm just briefly. They're also trying to paint this picture of my wife, talking about like she was molesting me. Like they tried to flip it. Somebody sent it to me.
Right. I couldn't stomach it. I had to turn it off. I'm sorry, I couldn't watch all of it, but I needed it for evidence.
Yeah. But the only one that I watched thoroughly through was the first one. The other two I hadn't even watched, but somebody did send me a clip of that. And just so we clear, at the altar, I was 19, my wife was 23. Just so we clear. Now I'm gonna move on.
That's it. Two grown folks got married.
Right. So, I keep getting thrown out. Man, it's so much. So much to
take your time,
man.
Take your time. Take your time. Your mother was had a position in the church, correct?
She did, yeah. She did.
Just like the second accuser.
She did. And she trusted him, man. Like she trusted him to be this father. Like she basically, because she saw the path that I was on. You know what I'm saying? Right before we came to the church, like I had really started getting into some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? I had really started getting into some, the whole gang thing, I really was into that. And when we met these guys, he was like, finally, you know what I'm saying? I got somebody that he can, some guys that he can glean from. You know what I'm saying? That was her position. So she was just like, y'all do what y'all got to do. And she trusted him 100%. Trusted him 100%. And, it is what it is at this point. So, but the thing that pricked me was, like I said, that whole storyline, man, of him talking to the second accuser about this gay porn. Because, like I said, in that conversation that me and him were having, by the end of the conversation, he had me questioning that. Like, so he told me from that conversation, he said, well, I got some tests that I can do to help you determine if you're gay. Right.
Oh, shoot.
And at this point, what is he talking about? Like, he has tests that I can do. And it just confused me. I'm like, okay, what kind of test? Like, what is he talking about? And so a few weeks passed, and because of like the kind of person I am, like I'm like, I want to know if I'm gay. You know what I'm saying? At the time, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I need to know. You know what I'm saying? Before this conversation, I was sure that I wasn't. but because he's asking me these questions, because of who he is, I need to at least consider what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm trusting that what he's saying is what it is. I'm like, okay, he sees something that I don't see, so I need to at least consider it, right? And so now I'm asking him every day. I'm like, yo, like, can we do these tests? What are you talking about? Like, I need to. When can we do these? I remember asking him that a lot, and he would always just. He was like, we're gonna do the test for everybody, you know. And I would always look. I would say it in front of people because I didn't know what he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, when are we gonna do these tests in front of people? And he would like downplay it, like, you know, stop asking me that. Like, we gonna do them, you know. And so, what I didn't know is the tests were gonna be sexual nature.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
so,
hell.
What he had me do in this same room with the futon is, or futon was, the black futon. He told me, so he called me in the room. I can't remember if I was living there at the time or not. I can't remember if I was living in this house yet. But he called me in the room and he said, sit beside me. He told me to take all of my clothes off. So I'm going to take all of my clothes off. And I took my clothes off. He sat beside me, pulled the laptop up, and he put on gay porn. Put gay porn on the laptop. And what he was doing, he wanted me. He told me to watch the gay porn, and he wanted to see if my body would have a response to it. Like if I would, like, I guess, get a direction from looking at it.
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher, and they're sleeping with a student or however, I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, you know, as a pastor, as a mentor, you know, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny. I ain't gonna tell no lie.
And I remember, like, because before that moment, I had never seen two men be sexual together before that moment. And so, in the moment, I almost threw up. Like, when he put it on, I started gagging. I was like, yeah, like, and he was like, I remember him laughing about it, like, I started gagging. And from there, he was like, well, he told me to stand up. And that's when the whole, this was the very first time. It was the first time that he masturbated in front of me. I remember distinctively he had a white wife beater on. And he was sitting down in front of the futon. And he had a black and white zebra blanket back then. He had a black and white zebra blanket that he would wrap around him. And he was sitting there. And he had a camera. He was recording me. He told me to turn around in a circle. I'm completely naked. He not even knowing, like, I'm in my mind. I'm like, what in the world is happening, bro? Like, that's what I'm thinking in my head. But I didn't have the courage because, like, I wanted the relationship, right?
Right.
I wanted the relationship because he was like I wanted a father figure. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to say or do anything that would make him, like, not want to be that figure for me anymore. You know what I'm saying? That was how important a father dynamic was to me at that time. And he basically used that as a way to control me, to manipulate me. And that's where it started. So from there it progressed. There was never. So let me say it like this. And I told my mom heard my first interview. I told her I'm about to stop cursing when I'm talking about this stuff.
I'm trying. I ain't doing
I'm telling you, it's hard for me too. It's hard for me. But I told him to stop. When I'm doing these interviews, I'm not gonna curse.
Right.
But so So I keep getting text messages, man. Hold on 1 second.
Don't worry about it. Take your time, because I got a feeling.
Okay. What was I just saying? My bad.
You were just saying how your mother wanted you to stop cursing and say you're trying, but it's just when you talk about this stuff, it brings out that.
But the contact before that, what was I saying?
Shoot, I forgot that quick too, because I'm just still blown away about the man wrapped in a zebra blanket. I'm sitting there trying to get that out my head.
Gotcha. Okay, so that'll bring me back to it. So yeah, the whole zebra blanket thing, he was wrapping around, and that's when he started masturbating. So he never exposed himself. He was under the cover. This particular time, this is the first time it happened. He never exposed himself, but he just had me turning. And I remember when I saw the blanket moving, right? When I saw the blanket moving, I said, "Is he jacking off, bro?" Like, and that's what I'm thinking in my mind. Like, is that I know that ain't what he doing, right?
We need answers, y'all. I'm gonna play. I can't take this, y'all. This is a lot for me. I'm getting tired. I'm gonna play about 5-10 more minutes of this. And I have on this video right here, I have another almost 2 hours with this one and something else with this young man. And there's a lot of allegations. So I'm going to play about 10 more minutes of this. I can't take it. I'm about to go lay down. This stuff just drained all hell out of me. These allegations, I can't take it. I don't know how you bloggers do it. I need answers. The email address to the detective is Kevin HUBARD@RaleighNC.gov. We done laughed at so many people that Larry Reid took under based off of allegations that he said, and he has a trail of allegations of himself. A trail of allegations. What answers are we looking for? All of these answers. What the heck is going on? Who are these young men? Did this happen? You're a pastor. You talk about people and you act like you defend people, but yet you are alleged to. All right, 10 more minutes, y'all. That's it. I'm going. I can't do this no more. All right.
But it was. You know what I'm saying? And so there's so many different examples of that I can go into. But the meat of it is this. He, and it's funny because I actually heard him say this. It's interesting. I heard him say this on another platform. He was talking about T.S. Madison, the interview with the four guys, or it was like 4 blocks. I watched it that he did.
Yeah, he was one T.S. Madison and then 2 of T.S. Madison's friends.
Yeah. It's interesting how this happens. He was saying that when he was a kid, that there was a guy that he was in a relationship with in his mind. And he said at the time he wasn't able to rationalize that he was being molested. So because of how the relationship looked to him, he wasn't able to know it as molestation. But he said now, and with the evolved mind.
Oh, y'all said Tasha's here? Is Tasha in the building? Tasha, I think I'm going to send this over to you. Is Tasha, y'all said Tasha here? Oh, my. Tasha, you missed some stuff. You missed some allegations. Oh, my Jesus. What the heck? Tasha, where are you? I don't see her. I don't know if Tasha, because I know Tasha's in Africa. I don't. Did y'all see Tasha come up? Or y'all asking for her to come up? Y'all didn't see her? Okay, I thought y'all saw her. All right. Wow. All right. This is a lot. This is a lot. Let's finish, y'all. We got 6 more minutes.
The adult mind, he's able to see that he was manipulated, and it was molestation by definition. And for me, for him to be able to make that rationalization about his own abuse, that tells me that he knew exactly what he was doing with me at the time. That tells me that's what he was doing. Like he knew he was playing on my dad not being there. He was playing on that. He was playing on my dad not being there. And I can remember him even telling me that, I don't need my dad. Like, because I remember...
I remember you telling me that. I was going to hopefully you bring that out.
Yeah, we would have conversations about how, I wanted my dad in my life, and I was so angry about it. And he would tell me, like, I should just act like he doesn't exist. I should act like my dad doesn't exist because I have him. You know what I'm saying? And I shouldn't even act like he exists. You know what I'm saying? It's be like telling me that I don't need him. And that was the furthest thing from the truth, man. The furthest thing from the truth. Like, me and my dad, we've been good for years now. At this point, like, we had those hard conversations that we needed to have. And that's my guy now. Like, we talk regularly. We talk regularly. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say this to y'all, right? Because I'm seeing people in the thread talking about, I'm seeing people in the thread talking, we heard about this. Listen, we want answers. Y'all let Larry Reid deflect y'all if y'all want. If this case is still open, I don't care what you heard about it. It would have been closed already. All right? And I think that if anybody has an allegation as serious as this, it needs to be heard. So all you people that are on Larry Reid's team, nobody's against Larry Reid. We just need some daggone answers. Period, point blank. You done messed with the wrong bishop. You and Javi. Javi called my mother a name. We found out that allegedly he told on his mother. But we do know for a fact that his mother been scamming since 2007 and now doing on her second bid for taking money that she was supposed to give to the needy. And you guys are Bonnie and Clyde, or Bonnie and Bonnie, whatever y'all want to call yourselves. Let me see, who's this? No, that's not Tasha. That's the fake Tasha. That's a fake Tasha K right there, y'all. Oh, shoot, they got a fake Tasha K. Oh, my. They ain't got no blue check. Yo, y'all tried to hit me with the fake Tasha K. That's not Tasha K, y'all. That's a fake page. But, this is a lot. I'm gonna give y'all 3 more minutes. And listen, the deal is, if Larry Reid shuts his daggone mouth and leave the church alone, leave me alone, I'm not gonna play nothing else. But y'all, we need to email this daggone detective and find out what the heck is going on. Because I'm not a blogger, y'all. I'm not a blogger. But what you miss? Somebody say he back what you missed? I'm gonna show you what you missed. This is what you missed right here. Hold on. This is what you missed. You want to see what you missed? This is what you missed right here. This is what you missed right here. Right here. This is what you missed.
I understand if a pastor.
And one of the things that I was going to talk about was Conscious TV. And yes, he was arrested selling the booty. So Tasha K said that Conscious TV is alleged to be Larry Reid's male boyfriend. That's what was reported. Allegedly. I don't know what the heck is going on. So when I came on today, I talked about Larry Reid, Jivey Jive, and also the guy started talking about Conscious TV. And Conscious TV have been saying some things about me in the video and YouTube, because, they all want to try to team up. And I said, I got something on you, Conscious. And he just went live and started to talk about him being arrested for prostituting. I don't understand it. That's on them. Okay? Let's finish this up real quick. Another 3 minutes, and I can't do no more.
I'm saying so. It's crazy, like to think back on how all of that played out, man. But that's what he was doing. Like, he was manipulating a young boy, a fatherless young boy that needed his dad in his life, and he played on that. I can remember too. There was a time that we were in Mooresville, like in Charlotte, Mooresville. And
that's where the second accuser said his situation happened.
In Mooresville? No, not Morrisville. Not Morrisville. Mooresville is in Charlotte. Mooresville, that's a whole nother scenario. That's I can go off another tangent with that. But in Mooresville, he had a church engagement, and I'm being there, and we're walking through. He had to get some stuff from Walmart. We're walking through Walmart, and I remember him telling me, he said, Tracer, your personality, he said, the right person can manipulate you into doing anything. This was before anything had ever occurred.
Wow.
But he told me, he said, your personality type, anybody could manipulate you. And for me, like, looking back, like I said, I feel like everything that happened was premeditated. He saw me as easy prey, basically. And I think the only reason that it didn't go further than where it went is because of who I am at my core. I'm not a gay man. Like, I don't have to defend that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gay. You know what I'm saying? This is just something that happened to me as a result of, but I'm very clear on what my sexuality is. I'm not conflicted about that at all. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. Like, and so let me see. I wrote some stuff down that I wanted to speak to.
Take your time, man.
So I saw in the comments on one of the other, and the only reason I'm speaking to it because the people that made the accusations are people that I know personally, and that were there, right?
Right.
So that's the only reason I'm speaking to it. So one of the people in the comments said that I accused. This is the dumbest shit. I mean, this is the dumbest thing.
Sorry, Mama. I might cuss too, so I'm sorry.
This was the dumbest thing that I had ever seen. Like, he said that I accused one of my former pastors of molesting me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, for them to say that, and then they said that I accused one of my cousins of molesting me. I'm like, okay, so at this point, I see what you're doing now. At this point, you're just trying to just say whatever. Like, you just say, like, if that happened, say the guy's name. Because before Reid, I've only had one male pastor who I'm in communication with today. Like, we're still cool. And he actually, Reid knows this guy. Reid knows this guy. And I could call him. So what I would say is, say the person's name that you're talking about. And if it's who I'm thinking he's talking about, I'll have him come on the show. What are you talking about? Like, I've never made a claim like that in my life other than you.
That's it. Let it be heard.
In my life, I'm like, what is this man talking? Like, at this point, they're just trying to just say whatever, man. They're just trying to say whatever. And I remember looking at the comments on our video, And people were asking when I mentioned that Shamako knew. So I wanted to give clarity on that. Right. And let me say this, man. So Shamako is somebody that I would have took a bullet for. My wife will attest to that. I loved Shamako like deep. Because like me and him, there was never a sexual relationship with him. He never tried me. He never, you know what I'm saying? There were things that I could talk about, but it was never to the extent of what Reid, the scenario was with Reid. Like me and Shamako, it was never that. It was always, I feel like his motives toward me were pure. I genuinely feel like that. Reid, I can't say that at all, man. Like looking back. And I don't talk to Shamako. I'm not interested in talking to him today. We had a argument about Reid, actually.
And you told him what Larry had done, right?
Yeah. So that's what I was getting to. This is how he knew. So when they found out that me and my wife were talking, because she was a part of the church as well. They excommunicated us from the church simply because they found out that we were talking and they weren't in agreement with it. This was in February of 2010. They excommunicated us. And this sounds crazy, right? Like it's like you excommunicate people for talking, like it's crazy. But so they excommunicated us. So later on in the year, probably like September maybe of the same year, September, October, somewhere in there.
Okay.
My mom was still a part of the church at the time. Shamako and my mom, they came to where we were. Like we were in Greensboro, moved to Greensboro. Okay. They came to where we were to basically try to, because at the time, like when they excommunicated, let me make this clear too. My mom was actually out of the country at the time. She's a preacher.
All right, y'all. It's a lot more stuff because this young man gets a little deeper, alleged stuff. I can't take this no more, y'all. This stuff is weighing me out. I don't know how y'all bloggers do it, but I might come back on Monday. I ain't doing nothing on Sunday, but I might come back on Monday and finish this right here. But we need to call the Raleigh Police Department. We need to email Detective Kevin Detective Kevin Hubbard. His email address is kevin.hubard@raleighnc.gov. We need to find out. Yo, how y'all talking about Larry Kelly? Yo, y'all crazy. We need to find out what the heck is going on. This man have destroyed churches, and we are hearing allegations, and we need to get to the bottom of it. These young men are older now, and if they're able to get some audio, they should be able to go talk to the police. We want answers, Larry Reid. We're not accusing you of anything. We're not saying that you did anything. I'm not saying that you did anything. I'm not asking nobody to stop following you or to stop doing business with you. Keep doing you, brother. However, there are some children that claim some very heinous allegations. And we want answers. I'll be back on Monday. And I'm going to probably play the rest of this video, and then I'm going to chill. but we need answers. Okay? I got another hour and 45 minutes, and I have another video.